Hey guys, how you doing today? This is your homeboy El Jefe, and I got an OU battle for all of you. So I'm gonna lead off with my Jirachi. He's gonna lead off with his Mind Shell. I'm predicting the fake out, so I switch into Gengar, and obviously he's gonna go for the high jump kick, which is a pretty bad play on his part. He's gonna fly right through my ghostly body and take out 50% of his own health. So I'm gonna take that opportunity to get up a substitute. He's gonna U-turn on that, get some life orb damage. Good for me. He's out. So he's gonna come into his Umbreon, who's I don't know what kind of Umbreon this is. It could be a support set or it could be an offensively based set, which you never really see. But I decided to go with the Focus Blast, because he's going to take hard damage from that. It's very bulky. It only does 41%. I don't have stab. Not to be messed with. So he's going to go for the Dark Pulse. Going to break my sub. So I'm going to disable that. I don't want to see another Dark Pulse in my face. So boom. He can't use Dark Pulse because it's disabled. I'm going to take this opportunity to get up another substitute, thinking, hey, I can just hit this thing with the Focus Blast now and take it out in 2 turns. Nope, he's got Shadow Ball. Strange, but whatever, that's what he's doing. So I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to go into my Sableye, because I want to burn this thing. I want to get some residual damage. And yes, his name is Prick, and I had this set before I knew about NB Zebs. But that's fine. I named him Prick in honor of Nubses, and honestly, there's no better way to describe this fucking Sableye other than a prick, because he's just a goddamn prick. So I'm gonna burn this thing, and then I'm gonna confuse it. And I know that he can't really do anything to me, because Sableye, I have special defense investment, and I have recover, so he's not gonna do anything. He's predicting my switch and keeps going for Toxic, so I figure he's either gonna keep going for that, or he's gonna go back to one of his moves. So I decided to go into my Jirachi, because being the Steel type, the Toxic won't affect it. And if he goes for one of his moves, I know that Umbreon isn't very strong, so this Dark Pulse or Shadow Ball, whatever it isn't going to do much at all. So my Jirachi comes in, takes the Dark Pulse beautifully, and I'm like, I'm going to take this opportunity to just start setting up on this Umbreon and on this team, so I can just fuck them all to hell. So his confusion ends, no big deal. He's going to Shadow Ball me. He actually gets a crit, but it still doesn't break the substitute. So from there, I decided I'm going to start Calm Minding, because, Calm Mind sub Jirachi, I love this thing. It's amazing. I've won multiple matches just with this thing alone, like right off the crack of my butt. So I decided to Calm Mind this Umbreon. He's very resilient. He decides he's just gonna keep on attacking me, and I'm slowly building up residual damage from the burn, so this is good. So I Calm Mind again. I get to ×2. I'm thinking this should be plenty for defensively, so that I can just start taking out his team. But he actually gets a special defense to drop here, which is kind of annoying, and I didn't want to deal with that. So I said, I'm gonna Calm Mind one more time before I substitute. That way I can just take max damage from these hits and still keep my substitute. So this time he hits me with another Shadow Ball. Luckily it does not get the special D drop, so I'm able to substitute on this next turn, while all that matter, getting him down off residual damage and getting me up with my leftovers. So now I'm back to about half health, which I'm fine with. He's gonna Dark Pulse. I'm gonna take that no problem. I'll probably take 5 of them before my sub breaks at this point. So he knows this, and he's gonna switch out. But just in case I think that he's been making weird plays, he might stay in. I'm not going to go for the Psychic since it's going to miss, so I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt. He's going to switch out into his Sceptile. Thunderbolt's not going to do a lot to this thing, even though I'm at 2.5 times special attack. But at this point, I can just hit this thing with a Psychic and it's done. He goes for the HP Fire. I'm assuming, normally you see HP Rock on these things, but HP Fire is a good one too. But after my defensive boost, it's not even going to break my sub. He's going to go into Gengar, he's going to go for the Shadow Ball, which actually is going to break my sub after the HP Fire, but here just one Psychic's going to take this thing clean out. And at this point I'm looking good, Jirachi's looking good, everything's good. The only thing on his team that's got physical attacks is the Mind Shell, and I don't think that that's going to be able to one-hit KO me, so I'm looking really good here. Now this is interesting, he's running a Trick Alakazam, which, again, you don't see a lot. I mean, I've seen a couple of them, but not a very common thing. I'm going to be able to OHKO this with the Thunderbolt. And now I'm locked in the Thunderbolt, which I'm not really worried about because nothing on his team really wants to take the Thunderbolt. So he's going to high jump kick me with the Mind Shell, but I'm going to be able to take that out with the Thunderbolt after his Life Orb damage. And here I'm looking pretty good because he's going to send his Umbreon. Boom! Thunderbolt. Get it. You're done. And then all he's got left is Lapras. He's going to send that Lapras in, and Jirachi is going to clean this one out. A clean 6-0 against davidmrls. Give him a good shout out for being a good sport, but the guy really didn't know what he was doing, so this was a good battle for me. Check out my channel. I hope to be uploading a lot more videos now that I've been figuring it out. And I'm hosting tournaments all the time on Pokemon Showdown servers, so if you want to get in a video, get in the finals of one of my tournaments. Good night, guys, everyone. And please sub if you like the videos. If you have any suggestions about my narrating or anything, if you want to know more, give me a shout out. I need video editing skills, but I'm working on it, and the videos, you'll see more and more quality each time. So, yep, good job, guys. Thanks, and sub if you liked it.